ways that you can use ways to attach the mesh to your chair back. And she has a zip tie, and then she has a pipe cleaner, and then she wraps it around the chair back and attaches it into twisting ties it. We would like to warn you about the mesh, certain mesh. There's soft mesh, and then there's mesh that's real sort of prickly, and you have to be careful because that might pull your clothing for your guests or your family or stuff like that. So think about that when you choose your mesh. So there you go. We forgot about this one, how we're going to show it, so sorry. So okay, so then what you can do to embellish that look is you can get that little rosette that Mel was so graciously made and put that in the center to make it look a little more enticing. Of course, there again, you pick your colors that you like that match your home. And there again, it's easy with the pipe cleaner this time. You could add some greenery there again. We did forget to show you two other items that we had that we wanted to show you. Sorry, they're hiding you now. Do you know where those little? Do you know where those are? Yeah, she brought some out here. Okay, we'll find those later. We have those little curly things that we forgot to show you this earlier, but we do sell these back at Home Decor. They're just really cute little additives that you can put on those or your napkin rings that she showed you. No, those, you can purchase those back in Home Decor. So, she's creating. I'll show how pretty it is. There we go. See how pretty that is? And there again, those are just scraps that, some of your floral that you purchased, if something falls off, just keep those. And you can use those for all kinds of things. All right, so that's one idea that you can use for your chair backs. And we're going to share with some more ideas. And we're thinking that you could also use wreaths for the back of your chair backs. It's a simple process. Here's a wreath that we have several choices. If you like the woodsy look or you like the traditional or the glitzy, you can use those. And so what you would do is you take your wreath, and go ahead and attach it to the wreath. And then we have 3M hooks that I've attached to the back of the chair. I'll show you that. Okay. The 3M hook is right here. Those are on aisle 2. And as many of you might have heard, there's a little tab here like a sticky gum. You just pull it and it will hurt the back of your chair. So this is your 3M hook. If you choose to do that. It's just a temporary thing. And then you can attach it to the back. And then you can also embellish it with all kinds of fun things. It's just simple. And it just adds a mood to your dining room table, your centerpieces that you might have. And it just creates a warmth And that's just very simple and inexpensive. We have about 4 or 5 different choices of wreaths, small wreaths that you can choose from back in home decor. So that's another idea. And then we have one more for our chair back would be just if you decide, well, I sort of like to get bold and I want to create my own floral spray just to drape it down the back of your chair. So what you do when you want to do that, we have the word floral. I have a acrostic for that. And so when you are deciding what floral spray you want to use, first of all, you'll pick your product. Okay, so I've chosen all of these pieces right here, okay? So first of all, what you want to do, we're going to do the acrostic for floral to help you remember. F for fluff. So you want to fluff your product. So you really want to touch every piece. This is going to hang down over your chair in the back. Okay, so you want to fluff it. And then the other for L, for layer. You want to layer your product. So then you would take this piece right here. You want to fluff it, pull it apart, so you can touch every piece so it all has a special part and shows up well. So you would place it in there, and O for overall view is what you choose right away. You want to choose your colors, what matches your home. We chose these colors because it's matching with our tree theme today. So we have this berry, and so you want overall. You want to look at all your pieces and fluff them and get them all ready. And then you want to get your. I have another piece right here. Of course, after I'm finished, I would use floral wire to attach all of it. Okay, so you're fluffing that all out together. All right, and then R for relationship. You want to marry it together. We're putting it all together. We have layers, and we're putting it all together. Then you're adding your fillers. This would be considered a filler. So you would add your fillers like that. And then L for the length. The reason why I picked this one because it's going to give you the length that you need. All right. So then you have your spray, and now Melanie's going to attach it. You have your. I've already attached some ribbon there. You take your bow. And you're going to put that on the top of it. You have this long stem, which you can do with that. You can curl it around like this, make you a hook like this, so that it'll hook onto the back of that 3M hook. Then you can take your bow and it'll hide it, so you can't see it. So she'll show you how, and then you can just add a little bird, have him sit there, or a red one, and then you would just attach the back of that there, okay? All right. You can't use the 3M? Yeah, well, that's what she, okay, so you're just saying that. We could use the 3M, but she's just hooking it over there. Would you like to see it? There we go. So you've created your own swag, floral swag. F for fluff, L for layering, O for overview, L for relationship, marry your pieces together. A, add your filler. Filler is like if there's holes in your, after you fluffed it, you see some holes that doesn't have any color, add some filler. And then have some length to it, and that will help in your decorating, and it'll come out looking very pretty. Thank you. All right, we have one more. Then we're going to go into centerpieces. And here again, you would use the same principles of the acrostic floral. You want to fluff your spray. We have 3 different sizes of these in the back. You would fluff it, touch every piece, so it looks really great. Then you would take these pieces that you already, well, I've already had these made. These are the same ones I used for the chair back. These pieces, and you're going to just stuff them together, or stick them together, one on each side. And it'll look like this when you're done. Like that. And so you have lots of options with this. This is going to be your centerpiece. You can take that bow, again, that we made, and put the bow in the center. If you want to stick with that. Put your bow. So good. Or the rosette, you could put the rosette in there too. Yeah. You could put the rosette, in there too. That. Can you see? You can do that, can't you? I'm sure you can. So that's for a centerpiece. All right. Now, sometimes you might not want to use bows and the rosette idea, all that. So we have some other ideas. This is a little hard, but you can always use a deer in the center. Put him in the center like this. You could use a smaller deer. I'm sure you all know that you can't have something really tall because they have to have conversation. You have conversation with your guests, and you want to have eye contact, so you don't want to have it really high so you can't talk. Or if they're like my husband, he takes the centerpiece off the table. No. So you can put your deer in here like that. Can you see it? That way. Put the deer there. If you wanted to use the candlesticks, you could put the candlesticks different areas like this. Use the Luminera candles or your candles. It would be really, really, really nice. You could take some signs like this. This or this, some signs, and tuck them in there. I'm sorry you can't see it. Maybe we'll get TVs next year. And just prop them in there, and it gives it a nice warm look. Well, I just like one like that. So I did forget to bring these up here, but we have little lights that are battery operated that you can stick in there, and we have them back on the counter in home decor, and they're battery operated, so you can stick those in there and they'll light up and look real warm and inviting. So I think that is pretty much everything that is the end. Oh yes, I was going to tell you some more ideas to do with your presents. Just lots of times you like, over here, Lots of times you like to have presents that go along with the theme of your tree. We have a theme back there. It's on the green wall, and it's gray and green, and we really like that color. So what we did is we just gift wrapped some packages and attached this. We also sell this, and it has a clip on it. You just can clip it right there, and you can use it as a gift package. Another, we used the ribbon that was in the tree, and that's what you can do. Use the ribbon that's in your tree, and then just gift wrap your packages to match with the ribbon that matches. We have a little rosette, and then there's the ribbon to go with the green and gray theme. And then gray is really hot, and so we did this. Use some ribbon and packages to go with your theme to color coordinate. Thank you.